Romany stew or gypsy stew. The basic recipe, that is very hearty and filling. That is Joey Gray made. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing Joey Gray, a traditional Romany stew or a gypsy stew. It is a fantastic recipe. Easy to come together. In the olden days they used fresh tomatoes, we're using tinned. We got bacon, we got sausage, we got a carrot for colour, we got potatoes, and we've got bouillon cubes, and we're using OXO. Use any brand you like. However, today they seem to be using more OXO cubes. It's a really nice recipe to come together. It's a filling community recipe. It's like stew and it's served with crusty bread and butter. You can imagine this smell wafting all around in the Romany community, you know. People digging in with the bread and butter, really enjoying it. Oh, I can just imagine it all. And it's reminiscent of the Dublin coddle actually, except we're going to cook all of this, and the Dublin coddle, they just chuck it all in a pan, let it boil, but I cook mine, you've seen on the channel. Okay, we need to crack on. I've got a couple of tubs here, do some onions, so we're not going to go crazy on the onions, we just want them dicing up. So just dice your onions any which way you want, you know. I've got a couple of onions here, and we're just going to chuck that in a tub. As easy as that. Now there's not much to this at all. It's a fantastic recipe. I'm using a couple of onions. You could probably get away with one. Let's get that out of the way. We've got a carrot. Now carrot is for colour really, because it's just going to be fairly red. So carrot is just for colour, like I say. Any old how, it doesn't matter. Chuck that in a tub. Now we're sticking basically to the formula that everybody uses. The bacon, the sausage, potato, tomato, bouillon cubes, a little bit of seasoning. However, families have changed it up over the years and they use all sorts of stuff now, you know. They put celery in, veggie, tin peas, carrots, whatever, you know. They make a stew. They need filling up, keep them on the go. Right, bacon. We're just going to slice through this bacon. This is still frozen actually, but not to worry. Let's just put that back on there. Do the same with this. Now it is homemade bacon, and there is a link on the channel if you want to make it. If not, you're using bacon from the supermarket. Now our potatoes, we want to be gauging how many we want. Now I'm leaving the skin on. Normally they would take the skin off. I like the skin, but we are just going to slice them about 1/2 centimetre thick. Something like that. I think we should get it with that. We have enough sliced potato there, look. Okay, we're just going to bung that to one side. Now, as you all know on my channel, we usually put the sausages in boiling water, boil them up, and then cook them. But you know, this is going to be boiled in a stew. So we just want to put some colour on those sausages, and then we're going to cut them up into chunks so we can have them in our stew. So I've already put a little bit of oil in there before I put the sausages in. So all we're doing is we're putting a little bit of colour on here. Oh, water coming out of there, look. We just want that little bit of colour around these sausages, and then we're going to slice them through, and they're going to go in the stew. So we're not trying to cook them as such. We just want to make them look a bit more presentable in our stew. Okay, that's going to do for me. We need to be taking those sausages out of there, straight into a bowl. Bacon. Now I've got quite a chunk of bacon in here actually. There's about 8 slices, but the big slices because they're homemade. So let's get some colour on there and get that bacon cooked a little bit, yeah? Now you can already smell this already, and if you imagine many Romany caravans or whatever, or even a big pot being cooked communally, oh, it would be everywhere. Now I'm not taking this bacon out. I'm going to go in there with my onions. I'm going to let that bacon cook in around that bacon fat. I'm also going in and my carrots because they're the hard veg. Just give that a little minute in there. Start softening that onion with that bacon. Now with a little bit of pepper. Season to taste. Now I like a little bit of pepper in there. A little bit of salt, not much. I can tell you now that the smell coming out of here is just off the charts. It really is. Bacon and onions, oh, really sensational. Now you could put garlic in if you like garlic. I'm not going down the garlic line. I've got onions, that's fine. I think this lends itself to smoked paprika. Now that's going to be an optional ingredient, but I just think that the smoked paprika just lends itself with bacon, onions, tomatoes. Oh, sausage. Oh, oh, wonderful, wonderful. For me, I've seen people crumble in their oxo cubes after the tomatoes have gone in. I'm going to put some in now. I'm going to just give that a little cooking onto that bacon before I add the canned tomatoes. Now I've got 3 cubes there. You could do 2 if you wanted, but I love that beefy flavour. And you could also use chicken stock cubes too. You could use the chicken version. I'm using beef. To stop that from burning, we're going to go in there with the juice of the tin tomatoes. Now these tomatoes are whole. I'm just going to give them a little chopping in the can with a pair of scissors. And we're going to add them. And we're not going to chop them fine either. We want chunks of tomato in here. That's superb. And don't worry about the oxo cube. It's all going to dissolve in there, you know. We're already getting this lovely sauce in the bottom, look. Oh, tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. In with another can of tomatoes. It's 2 cans of tomatoes for this. We want chunks of tomato. Just keep it going. Oh, tremendous. So we're just missing the sausage and potatoes. And then we'll have to top it with water to the level of the ingredients in the pan, because this is going to be cooked for about 45 minutes or until your potatoes are soft. It's whatever comes first. So I'm just going to add my potatoes and then I'll chop the sausage on this board. Now don't worry if there looks a lot, it's all going to sink in there. Okay, just stir in your potatoes, get them under there. Don't forget the rest of the stuff is already pre-cooked. These potatoes aren't. Sausage. Come on. In we go. That is a huge pan of flavour right there. That is incredible. We're going on there with some more water, boiling water. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bob a lid on and we're going to let this simmer for about 45 minutes or whatever. If the potatoes are cooked, that's done, because everything else will be done. That is Joey Gray. Take your lid, put your lid on, and we let it cook away. The smell is amazing. So when you've been going about 30 minutes or so, 35 minutes, I've only got a small pan, you want to be coming along and testing your potatoes. And if they take a fork but they've still got some substance to them, you know, they've still got a bit of resistance, that is perfect. That is perfect. That is our Joey Gray made. Just look at that, it's phenomenal. Just check that. Oh yes, look, straight in, no bother. That's it. All we have to do now is get it served up. Now they do say you don't have to serve it in a bowl, just serve it on a plate. I'm serving it in a bowl. I'm putting the bread on a plate. Just look at that. That is Joey Gray made. Romany stew or Gypsy stew. The basic recipe, that is very hearty and filling. Oh, it smells delicious. We're going to have to get dug in. We're in. Oh, that is superb. Potatoes perfectly cooked. Sausage. Oh man, we got to do it the proper way. Get your crusty bread. Oh, come on. In there. Oh, soak it all in with that butter. Oh, tremendous. Now this is going to go all over me, as always. That is wonderful. That is one of the best meals this year by far. The flavour profile, the taste with the tomato and the oxo cubes in there. Very basic, not much to look at, you know, potatoes, tomato, bacon, sausage, a little bit of carrot for colour. But I'll tell you, that flavour profile is out of this world. Well, I hope we've done the Romany community proud. That is a one heck of a meal. That for me this year is one of the best meals that we've made. It's simple, it's bursting with flavour. I can't stop eating it, it's that good. Now if you like what we're doing, give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. We'll catch you in the next video.